Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tommy here from Saleslucky.com, and I know you guys are going through the case study right now of how I went from unexpected layoff to um, 4 offers on the table for a new job with my desired salary range between 160 and 200K OTE in about 35 days, or not in about, in exactly 35 days. And the first piece of this case study that I mentioned is mindset. So what are the important pieces of a mindset that's important to have when going into a job search or a job hunt where you're looking for the best opportunity in the shortest amount of time? Well, first of all, as with anything else, be willing to make mistakes, okay? There's going to be moments, there's going to be times where the interview isn't going to go exactly how you like it, or you might have said something that you realize later on that you could have said differently. And it's important that we're okay with making mistakes, and that we're okay with not only making those mistakes, but more importantly, learning from them so that we hone our pitch in our interviews as we go along. I'm sure you can imagine, as I did multiple and many interviews, my ability to sell myself got better, and I actually got a lot better to where every interview I did, it was pretty much, if they were going to hop on the phone with me for an interview, I was going to sell them and I was going to progress to the next step. So just like anything else, practice makes you better. So just be willing to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes, okay? Number two thing is, don't be too attached to a particular role. Like I said, some things aren't going to work out as you would want. But what we're trying to do here is secure the best opportunity for us that is in line with what we're looking for in the shortest amount of time. So we're going to do that through massive action, okay? Which is the third aspect to mindset, is take massive action. As Tony Robbins likes to say, massive action is a cure-all. So just keep that in mind, to not be too attached to any specific role or opportunity, but what's going to help with that is taking massive action so you have tons of interviews lined up. Next piece to this is show up and be consistent. So in the case study, I talk about making 10 job applications per day, and it's really easy to do with LinkedIn and their easy apply, where you just upload a resume and then you just click a button and you can apply for a certain job. So it's really easy to do. So it's important to show up every day, set aside 15 to 30 minutes and make those 10 applications, okay? Because it's really going to help you build up a pipeline of opportunities and really give you a lot of opportunities to choose from, and hopefully at the end you'll have multiple offers to choose from and not just have to go with one. And lastly, here with mindset, begin with the end in mind. So what I mean is, what kind of job are you looking for? Do you have a desired salary range? Is company culture important to you? And if so, how would you define that culture? How far are you willing to commute? Is it important what industry you work in? How important are the company reviews on Glassdoor? How important is it for the company to be a certain age, or is it important for the company to be a certain age, or are you okay with like a really small startup? So these are things that are important to consider, and recruiters and hiring managers are going to ask you these questions as well. So it's helpful to know what you want. Like for me, what I was looking for going into this job search was, one was obviously compensation. It's going to be important. I was looking for a role from anywhere from within the 160 to the 200 on target earnings range as for a sales role at a minimum. So I wanted it to at least be in that range, which was point number one. Point number two, I wanted a company with good culture. What I mean by that is, I actually wanted leadership that genuinely cared about their customers and genuinely cared about their employees. So a lot of companies, probably almost every company, will say that they do, but not every company actually does that. Just like how every company will say they have a great culture, or they say that they are transparent, company of integrity, will say what they mean what they say type of thing, but not every company will actually be that. In fact, very few companies actually uphold that. So that was something that was important to me. And then three, I wanted to work for a company that knew how to sell the product. What I mean is, I'm not looking for a company that just created a product and are looking to hire salespeople to figure it out for them. I'm looking for a company that knows how to sell their product, knows how to get it to market, has leadership that actually has sales experience, um, and are just looking for good salespeople to go in there and throw some gas on it, if you know what I mean. So those are the things I was looking for, and hopefully that helps you flesh out what you're looking for. Okay, everybody's going to be different in what they're looking for, and the point in at where they're at in their careers and what makes the most sense for them. So um, in the next video below, I'm going to talk about how to sell yourself, which is a key aspect of not only interviews but selling yourself through life. Okay, all right, catch you guys in the next video.